Hello and welcome to my Let's Play Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm the Big B82 and this is part 58 of my Discovery era Science Officer. Getting all my characters confused, I'm going to have 3 of them soon. Anyway, welcome. We're going to be doing the mission All the Glitters in the Delta Quadrant Arc. We're going to go and assist the Doctor from Voyager, who has stumbled across an accompanying freighter which has declared a medical emergency, and he needs assistance from a full-fledged starship. And the only ship in the area is our ship, the USS Hadreen. So we're going to howl for the mission, and we'll give the Doctor some help.
Are you familiar with Voyager's emergency medical hologram? He's quite unique, even for an old EMH Mark I. Now he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right. We've received a message that the Doctor requires assistance to deal with a medical situation on an Ocampa freighter in the Shenda system. He's currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles. Normally I'd send a medical vessel, but we've seen a spike in Vaadwaur attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources he'll need. Could you go to the Shenda system and assist the Doctor?
Yes.
Hello. Would you have time to...
Okay, and let's begin. All the glitters. And while we're doing that, I shall crack out my captain's log. Captain's log, Stardate 87144.75. The Doctor, a hologram from Voyager, has called for medical assistance with a freighter. We are en route to respond. Okay, we have arrived in the Shenda system, Captain. The distress signal is coming from the transport dead ahead, but we've received no response from our house. I keep trying, but perhaps our guest knows more. The emergency medical hologram known as the Doctor is in a nearby shuttle and is awaiting our howl. Take us to the Doctor's shuttle. Okay, Doctor.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
We can ask him. Nice to meet you too, Doctor.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from Paraniste measles. I can treat it easily, if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
Prepare for transport.
Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Meanwhile, our ship's inbound. Oh, these people never learn, do you?
Hold your fire. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur.
So, you have to excuse my temporal anomalies. Hey. Okay. Okay, Gaul.
Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur supremacy. I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized.
I am Admiral Cartwright of the Hadreen.
I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
Yes, but I've found such talks are best on neutral grounds.
That is understandable. Do you have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
I might know a place. I'll be back with you in a moment. How Neelix?
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Hello Neelix. We need a neutral place for a diplomatic negotiation with the Voyager, and I was wondering if you could help.
Diplomatic negotiations? I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Entaba system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews, and the Kazon have been leaving it alone. It would be perfect.
Thank you, your assistance is greatly appreciated.
Well, did you find a suitable location for our meeting?
There's an asteroid base in the Entaba system that the Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. The site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
Coordinates sent. We'll talk there.
I'm contacting the closest medical team. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gaul.
Excellent idea, Doctor. We can set course for the Entaba system when you're ready, sir. Yes, I am ready. Didn't see what the ship was that beamed in, but So we've arrived in the Entaba system. Gaul's ship is already here, and he has transported down to the base.
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gaul. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
It's good to see you again so soon. If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gaul brought 4 aides. You'll have the Doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might look like you're trying to get an advantage on him. Gaul seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important. Are you ready to beam down?
I am. Let's take down my chief engineer and my chief tactical officer. Take down my tactical officer and my chief engineer. So it looks like my chief medical officer is not going to get to meet the chief medical officer of Voyager. I'm sure they had a couple of chin wags with each other. Right. Loading screens. Don't you love them? Loading asteroid base.
It's so good to see... Doctor, it's been 30 years! You haven't aged a day!
Yes. It's good to see you too, Neelix.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaadwaur here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove, conclusively. Thus, I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, the Vaadwaur have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later. Do you remember Chef Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the Vaadwaur their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gaul is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gaul is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
Thank you, Neelix. Let's go speak with Gol. Suppose I shouldn't turn up in... Well, fuck it, I'll turn up in combat armor. Not that I trust the guy. Gol. I am Fleet Admiral Cartwright.
Ah, at last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
Indeed, it's time to settle our differences.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Kabali, and with you, giving your alliance's support for them.
Then let us try a second... let's try an accord that benefits us both.
Do you know why we fight the Kabali? Their world was once a Vadwar colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
They won't return the remaining tubes.
The Kabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. Is it wrong to fight against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well?
There must be a way we can end this peacefully. This war will scar the Quadrant for decades to come.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
No, but destroying the Kabali isn't right either. There are greater threats in the galaxy we must face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Kabali and support us, and we will be your strongest ally in the Quadrant.
I'm not here to start a war with the Kabali.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vadwar. You need to understand.
What do you mean?
The Vadwar have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No, it makes me sad. For Jolax. And for you.
Then we are not done.
Jesus Christ, in murdering innocents, not even the Klingons would stoop that low. Admiral, the entire Vadwar fleet opened fire on the remaining Talaxian ships. We sent out distress signals to every ship in the range. We'll do what we can to protect the Talaxians, but we can't hold out against this many ships. What happened? Explain the situation to Evelyn. That's horrible. Do you think Gol had the intention of negotiating in good faith, or was it all an act? We're giving the Talaxians all the time we can to escape, but it's not looking good up here. Some of the Vadwar have already broken off to pursue them. Your orders? I need a tactical strike team on one location immediately. I have to drop shields to transport or launch a shuttle, sir. If I do that, I'll lose the ship. We'll try to find somewhere to get help to you, but until things are under control up here, anything we can do is going to be risky. I need to scan into the base. How many Talaxians are still alive? It's going to show 2 large groups of Talaxians in storage room and a logistics area, sir. They have doors blocked, but there are Voyager trying to get in at both locations. That's not good, Captain. I'm afraid you'll only have only time to rescue one group. Good luck, sir. Do your best to save the Talaxians, no matter what. Starfleet will not be letting more innocents die today.
Time only to save one group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
Very well. Make sure to get Neelix.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaadwaur kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Stay close to me, Neelix. I'll ensure your safety. Okay. Hey, fucktards. Yeah, someone to fight back, eh? Yeah. Yeah, fucking tossers. Prepare to die. Oh, where's the goddamn tactical? Now you're mine.
How do we choose who to save?
This sucks. I hate when games do this.
We've saved the hostages, but they may be safer here.
Okay. Right, stay here.
What about the people in the storage room?
Well, I have a sneaky feeling they're probably going to be dead. Will you stop teleporting behind me? Hey, you arseholes, you proud of that?
We should check to see if any of the Talaxians survived.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
They are beyond my help now, Neelix. I'm sorry.
At least there's some thorium gas.
Then we can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
Why it keeps on falling through the screen? It's a bit irritating. Surprise, motherfuckers! Please state the nature of the medical emergency, fuckholes.
I've sent a signal to the remaining Talaxians to join us here as soon as possible.
Nothing says disintegration like disintegrating. A complete asshole.
More Vaadwaur on the way! Defend the shuttle! More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried. A large number of Vaadwaur are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
I faced an entire group of Klingons.
The are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
Thank you.
That's timely. Here come the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur have been repelled. I would have words with you before you continue.
Commander.
Our help does not mean we are now allies. We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaadwaur fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We will provide cover for your ship so it may drop shields to transport you.
We appreciate the help, Commander. Angeline is ready to transport us. Admiral, are you ready? Let's go. Right, let's go and kick some Vaadwaur ass. So I want a 2411 version Voyager can do. They got their asses pasted by the original Voyager. Let's see how they handle the upgraded Voyager. Bring it, goal.
I knew this meeting was a farce. The word Vaadwaur means fool in ancient Talaxian. Did you know that? You thought me a fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Touré. I am not.
You're the one who did this, Goal, not me.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
We did everything we could to make peace with you, Goal. You're the one who destroyed it. Don't worry about it, Voyager, I got it under control. occupation anomalies.
You came to our aid when the Vaadwaur attacked our home world. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps we can be allies someday.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous.
I'm so sorry, Neelix.
I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaadwaur come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaadwaur could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
Neelix, I promise you that Gol will face justice for what he has done.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Farewell, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaadwaur to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gol wanted to perform, from the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. And then he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
Let us hope it does not come to that, Doctor.
Gol has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaadwaur. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict ends.
We had to try, Admiral.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gol will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again. Perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Permission granted. Farewell, Doctor. It has been an honor. Talaxian base is safer now, and the surviving Talaxians have made their way to New Talax. Shall we depart? We shall. And thus, we shall speak with our contact, and then that will be it for this part.
Gol's actions were unconscionable. A senseless slaughter simply to make a point. And he wanted your sympathy.
That would.
It's clear from your reports he had no intention of making peace, and that he would have twisted anything you said to meet his own agenda. He's a warmonger, and one that must be stopped. Peace with the Vaadwaur will not be attained through Gol, but we'll keep looking for another way. Perhaps there's someone else out there who will be more reasonable.
Yeah, it is actually a word. It means not right or reasonable. Unconscionably aggressive. Or unconscionably excessive. Strange. Didn't even heard that word before. Learn something new every day on Star Trek. And career specific.
Hello.
And
would you have...
Right. And with that, that is the end of part 58. When we return in part 59, we'll be going to visit the Kabali and starting the first of the side missions, which will be the Kabali Crisis Act 1. So we'll do the initial Rapper mission. It's supposed to be the Rapper mission, you go there and then you bugger off, but what we're going to be staying on Kabali, and we're going to be doing some ground-based combat. So the ship will be locked in orbit for the next three parts. So strap in, and we'll be helping out the Kabali, who we just heard about are currently converting Vaadwaur to Kabali, and clearly Gol's not happy about it, but he gives a rat's ass what that arsehole thinks. Until then, I'm the Big BH2. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in part 59, the Kabali Crisis, Act 1. Ciao for now.